Welcome to Soulcraft, Poetry, Art, and the Healing Self. Season 1, The Art of Healing, a podcast where we explore how creativity through art, poetry, and imagination helps us mend, grow, and reconnect with ourselves and each other. I'm Demis the Poet, and this season we'll journey through the many ways art becomes medicine for the soul. Today's episode is called The Healing Language of Art. Now we're asking, what is wellness beyond the physical? And how can art and poetry become languages of healing? I'd like to start with a story. A few years ago, I met someone who had stopped painting after a difficult breakup. The colors reminded them of what they lost. Months later, during a grief support group, I invited them to one of my painting sips called Paint Without Thinking. Just shapes, textures, and motion. And slowly, brushstroke by brushstroke, something shifted. They told me, I didn't know I was allowed to make something so ugly, but it felt like breathing again. Art does that. It gives us a way to exhale what words can't reach. And maybe that's what healing really is. Not erasing pain, but finding a rhythm with it. Now, science is beginning to catch up with artists have always known. Creative expression changes the brain. Studies in art therapy show that when we draw, paint, or write poetry, our brains release dopamine, the same transmitter that helps us regulate mood and motivation. Creating art lowers the stress hormone and activates regions of the brain linked to reward and emotional regulation. So even if you've never considered yourself an artist, just engaging in creative play helps the mind restore balance. Yes, we often say in art therapy the process matters more than the product. The goal isn't to make something beautiful, it's to externalize what's inside. When people engage in creative acts, they shift from problem-solving mode to a more embodied emotional space. And that's where insight and healing can occur. So art becomes a mirror, not to show us who we were, but who we're becoming. Now let's try a short grounding exercise together. You only need a notebook, or you can use the Notes app on your phone. Take a deep breath in and out. Now imagine a color that matches how you're feeling right now. Maybe it's calm blue, or restless red, or the pale gray of uncertainty. Write for about 2 minutes describing the color as if it were alive. What does it smell like? What does it move like? What does it whisper to you? And don't worry about grammar or meaning. Just let the color speak. Now, when you're ready, look at what you wrote. This is your emotional weather map, a snapshot of your inner world painted in language. And that is the beginning of artist healing. Noticing, naming, and honoring what's here. Today, we explored how creativity opens a doorway to wellness, beyond the body, into the soul. In the coming weeks, we'll dive deeper into the specific ways art and poetry help us heal. From the catharsis of writing, to the neuroscience of creative flow, to the quiet medicines of color, nature, and play. If you'd like to keep exploring, you can visit our website, check out resources from the guests that we may have on. And remember, you don't have to be an artist to heal creatively. You just have to begin. I'm Demis the Poet, and this is The Art of Healing. Thank you for listening and for making a space to create, feel, and heal.